Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me. And we are of course in natural daylight. This is my favorite place to film in the house. So we're just going to be doing a little Valentine's Day glam, hanging out, doing our makeup, having some girl time. But I always say everybody's welcome on my channel. Girls, guys, whatever you look like, whoever you are, you're all welcome to come hang out with me so we can chat, do our makeup, and just have a good time. So it's going to be a long one. So make sure you grab a snack and get cozy, grab your makeup. Let's get ready together. I also want to give a big thank you to Haley's Beauty for sponsoring today's video. It's about to be almost 2 years since I first discovered Haley's, and ever since then I have been obsessed with their complexion products. They are one of my favorite brands ever. I use them all the time because they truly are so good and they give you that high-end complexion look without spending that money that you would on high-end, which I love. So if you are new to the brand, they are 100% vegan, cruelty-free. The founder is a female chemist. Her name is Ashley, and she was able to formulate all of these products to be not only looking beautiful on your skin, but also being good for your skin because there are skincare benefits in each of the products, which I love. It's one of my favorite things about the brand, and I love how she was able to do that at such an affordable price point. So in honor of Valentine's Day being right around the corner, Haley's Beauty actually did launch their new Good Chemistry makeup bags, which are so cute for Valentine's Day. I mean, this baby pink color is literally my favorite. My entire office is this color and I love it. And it says we've got good chemistry on it. So I love how Ashley was able to take her chemistry background and incorporate this into her brand and into the marketing behind the brand. It's super cute. And I love this makeup bag too because it's such a great size. It's really compact, easy to travel with, easy to just throw in your makeup bag, and it's super easy to clean as well. I love how you can also kind of see through the bag a little bit, but it's still like a really pretty pink color. So these bags are now available on haleysbeauty.com. They retail for $8, and they also do have their Good Chemistry makeup duos. So here I have the Dewy Duo, which comes with the makeup bag, of course the Retouch Perfecting Loose Setting Powder, which is my holy grail loose setting powder. I love this so much. And then the Reform Liquid Luxe Luminous Foundation. I have mine in the shade 2.50, and this is one of my holy grail luminous foundations that I love. So you can get all three of these products in this duo for $35, which is at such a great discounted price. This retails for $50, but they have an amazing deal going on right now, so definitely get your hands on it. And they also have 3 other makeup duos as well that I love, so check them out. I'm also collabing with my good friend Kelly Strack here on YouTube, and she's going to be featuring the Good Chemistry matte duo on her channel, so go show her some love. I love her channel. I love her makeup recommendations, and she also has a lot of really great drugstore content. She's beautiful. She's super sweet. You guys will love her. And you can also use code GOODCHEMISTRY to receive $5 off any single full-size item. So the code does not apply to the value sets or the samples, but you can use it on any full-size product on Haley's Beauty's website. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm super excited to just hang out with you guys. These are one of my favorite videos to film, so I hope you enjoy it. And subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I upload every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, so I hope you stick around, and let's get into this chit chat. Get ready with me. So I'm gonna pull up some questions and we're just gonna get into it. So let's just get started. I'm gonna of course start with my eye makeup first. I'm gonna just prime with my Urban Decay eye primer. And for today's palette, I'm gonna try to mention everything that I use as I go, but if I don't, check the description box below because I'm a big chatterbox. You guys will see in today's video if you are new. And I talk a lot and I get really into the questions, so sometimes I forget to mention the products, so check the description box. But I'm gonna prime my lids, and then I'm gonna use the Amor pressed powder palette from Colourpop today. I used this the other day and it's beautiful, and I think like perfect for Valentine's Day. That's what I'm gonna be using today. Let's start with the first question. Do you plan on building your dream home? By the way, I love your videos. Thank you so much. So we actually bought our home about, actually almost a year ago already. Crazy, but we bought our house almost a year ago, last February. This is basically just like our cute little starter home, but it's not our forever dream house. I don't know when we're gonna buy our dream house, probably in a few years. We plan on being here for at least, I would say like 4 more years at least. We always talk about like building our next home, but I feel like it's gonna be really expensive. We did think about building our house, and we talk about it all the time to our family, like my dad and stuff, but I don't know if we'll ever do it because I don't know if that's financially the best option, or if we're better off just like purchasing a house and making renovations to it to make it exactly how we'd like it. I think it really just depends whenever we get to that point, like if we are happy with a house that we find, like if we like the layout, we like the size, the location, and then if we're willing to do the renovations. But I would love to build our own like dream house. Like, I mean, I feel like that would be amazing. It's definitely an option, but as of right now, I mean, I do of course like to have goals and we like to plan ahead and everything, but at the same time we kind of just want to live in the moment and just like enjoy the time that we have now because we love our house. It's like a small, cute little house, but we love it. We have so much fun here. We've made so many great memories just in a year. Honestly, the thought of us selling this house, we talk about it all the time. It makes us really sad just because we've already had the best time here. As much as like I'm super excited one day to have our dream house, I love where we're at now and I love our house right now. And plus we're still in the process of doing renovations and upgrades to this house that we have. So I'm like, let's focus on this for a little bit and then we'll really like start thinking about our dream house. But yeah, that is definitely an option, building our house. Okay, let me just blend out this eyeshadow really quick because I feel like whenever I'm trying to do my eyeshadow and talking, it never gets done. Next question. This is actually from one of my other really good YouTube friends, OMG Lashes, which is Reina. I absolutely love her. She said, if you won the lottery today, what would you do with your win? It's funny because me and my mom talk about this all the time and things that we would do if we won the lottery. I would definitely pay off any debt that like my family or like my best friend has and just like have them be free and be set. I always think about that actually. Like if I had so much money, I would definitely do that in a heartbeat just to relieve some stress. So besides paying off any debts that we have here in the family, I would say definitely also buy a beach house. That's like something that we want to do. It's on our bucket list. We're not going to do it anytime soon. We talk about doing it like later on in life. So there's like the main things that I can think of. And then of course, always like giving back because I have a huge passion. I'm always giving back and donating money. That's just like who I am as a person. So yeah, those are just a couple of the things that I would do. There's so many other things, but those are like the top ones that I can think of right now. Potential future baby names. So to answer the question, we do have baby names. We don't know when we're gonna have kids. I would love to have 2 kids. I don't know. It's like a part of me wants to have kids now and then a part of me wants to wait. And Hector feels the same way. I mean, there's still a lot of things that I would like to do before I have kids, but if we were to have kids now, we would be so excited and so grateful. So it's like either way, we'd be happy. We actually do have some potential baby names that we like. We're still kind of deciding. Me and Hector have similar tastes, but then again, we also have different tastes when it comes to baby names. Like there's certain names that I tell him and he's like, absolutely not. And then there's names that he tells me and I'm like, absolutely not. But we both do agree on short names. We love just like short, simple names. So whatever our baby's name is, it's gonna be a short name. I probably definitely will not announce the name until I have a baby because I would hate for anybody to try to like talk me out of my name, or you know, people are so mean and judgmental on the internet. So I'd rather just like kind of save that and keep it to ourselves until that time comes. But yeah, we love short baby names. Definitely like 4 or 5 letter names. Those are our favorites. So another super popular question is, will me and Hector be getting another puppy or another dog for Bernard to play with? Long story short, I'm gonna go in with this glitter, by the way, which is so pretty. No, we're not gonna get another dog. If we ever hypothetically did get another dog, it wouldn't be a puppy. Puppies are really cute and everything, but it's a lot of work to train and to do all that. We'd rather just adopt another dog because when we, ooh, this is so pretty. When we adopted Bernard, he was already trained and everything because he was older. He was 4.5 and it makes me so sad. He's gonna be 7, which literally breaks my heart. So yeah, he's getting older, you know, he's an older dog. We rescued him, so we want to enjoy him. He's our baby. He's the biggest baby and he is just literally the best. He's the best dog we could have ever had. And like when I was talking about like us moving on from this house and everything one day, when me and Hector think about it, especially me, I get so emotional because we've already made the most amazing memories here and with Bernard. So we want to just give him all the love because he didn't have a good upbringing. And so we just want to give him the best life now possible. I mean, he was in the shelter for so long and he came from South Carolina and it just wasn't a good time that he had, you know, as a puppy and growing up. So we want to just give him, just him, the best life ever. Continue to spoil him. So yeah, no dogs, no puppies. If we ever did get another dog, it would be a rescue and it would be another pit bull mix, like an older dog, because me and Hector just fell in love with him and like the breed. It's funny because Hector actually, like growing up, he always said that he wanted a pit bull, like a red-nosed pit. He didn't get a red-nosed pit, but he did get a pit bull mix and he is the best. So yeah, that was like the longest response ever, but no, we would not get another dog. not anytime soon. How did you choose Bernard's name, and do you call him by any other nicknames? So as I mentioned, we adopted Bernard, and that was already his name. It was established. He was older, so he knew his name, so we didn't want to change it. And honestly, when we saw that his name was Bernard, I was like, okay, we can't change it. Like, that's so cute. I love when dogs or just like pets in general have people names. It's like the cutest thing. So the name is perfect for Bernard. We call him all sorts of crazy stuff. We call him Nardy. We call him Crazy Boy, Handsome. He's just the best. I'm sorry, if you're not a dog person or an animal person, I know that was a lot, but I feel like he's like literally my child. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with lashes. These are the Flutter in Love lashes in the style Maria Rose. These are so pretty. I actually used these the other day and I just cleaned them off a little bit and they're beautiful. Let's do a little lash glue and answer another question. Favorite Amazon purchase of 2021 so far is this right here. This projector that we got on Amazon, you guys, is everything. It just adds such a cozy vibe to, I mean, we watch movies and stuff in Hector's man cave, which is our basement, but you could add this to the living room, to kids' room or something at night, like before they go to sleep, and it just sets the mood. And we have our LED lights also behind our TV that we love, and the whole thing is just a vibe. I think I'm actually gonna add a little bit more glitter, and I'm actually just gonna use my finger. Just gonna put a little bit more right there. So pretty. These palettes are only like 10 bucks too, and they have a bunch of different colors. I'm just gonna add more glitter because, like, why not? It's Valentine's Day, you know? Well, not really, but it's almost Valentine's Day. But this could be like a look that you do for date night, a little night in, if you want to have a little photo sesh with yourself. I feel like a lot of times, like, we think we have to just like do our makeup for like our significant other or like to go out somewhere, but really you could just do it for yourself because, like, why not? I feel like when you look good, you feel good. I'm also going to do a little skin prep in the meantime while we let the lash glue dry. I'm just going to use the COLLAB Grand Finale 3-in-1 makeup spray. I've been loving this one, mostly because, I mean, it is very hydrating, but because of the mist, it feels so nice on the skin. So now that that dried a little bit, I'm gonna go in with an actual primer, and I'm gonna use the Hard Candy Hydrating Grip. This is still one of my favorite primers, and it's still one of my favorite dupes for like any high-end product that I've ever duped. This one is a really good dupe for the Milk Makeup Primer, and I like this one so much more. It's amazing, and it makes your makeup last. And of course, since this is like a little Valentine's glam, we wanna make sure everything lasts throughout the day. I also really got this question a lot, and it's like, why do you keep cutting your hair? The reason I keep cutting my hair is because I've been just loving short hair ever since I chopped it off back in 2018. I keep going a little bit shorter, and this is the shortest that I've been like ever. My hair grows back really fast. I don't do anything like special to have my hair grow so fast, but I just didn't want to keep getting a haircut or like a trim every month. So I know, first world problems, whatever. So I just keep it super short now, and I went like extremely short, like above my shoulders, but right now it's like my hair is actually really dirty. This is like 4th day hair, so that's why I just have it in a little ponytail, and I have a bunch of little bobby pins right here because my hair is so short. I'm gonna pop on my lashes, but honestly, it's just so much easier to keep up with. When my hair was really long, like down to like my back, when I would wash it and everything, it would just get so tangled. I'd be in the shower for forever. It was such a process. And I mean, I love long hair. Sometimes I do miss it, like especially when I see other people with long hair, but at the same time, I love my short hair. I love like I just love how it looks. I feel like it's just kind of me, and it just goes with me. But yeah, I like it. So I mean, it's just hair. It'll grow back, and mine grows back really fast. So I mean, maybe one day I'll grow it out, but as of right now, I'm loving the short hair. These lashes though, like, I love them with this look. I did a look kind of similar to this, and I used these lashes, and I'm in love with the way that they look. How did you meet Hector? So for those of you who are new, or if you're wondering, so I'm 24. I'm gonna be 25 on March 24th actually, and Hector's gonna be 27 February 18th. So I'm in Aries, he's in Aquarius, right? Yeah, I have no idea what that means. We're not into zodiac signs. If you guys know anything about our signs, let me know down below. So I actually met Hector when I was 12 years old. I was at the mall with my friends, and I saw Hector, and he was with one of his friends. After I saw him at the mall, I realized that I've seen Hector before in school, but he is 2 years older than me. So at the time I was in 6th grade going into 7th, and he was in 8th grade going into high school, which is so crazy. We were literally babies. But yeah, that's how I really met him, at the mall. And then we were talking through MySpace back in the day on like IM, and then through AIM. It would be like, hey, what are you doing? Like just like the most random conversations, you know, when you're like literally 12 and you're like, hey, what's up? Nothing. Okay. Like, you're just having the most like simplest conversations. But yeah, that's how we met. And then we started dating. I don't really like to call it dating when we first started going out. We were we were puppies. It was puppy love. We were little kids. But yeah, it's crazy to think that I have been with Hector for basically like half of my life. It's insane. So I love it. I'm so grateful, and now we're married, and it's literally the best thing ever. And it makes me actually really sad because the mall that we have now, I'm gonna go on my foundation and keep talking, but I'm gonna use, of course, my Haley's Beauty Reform Liquid Luxe Luminous. I have mine in the shade 2.50. This foundation is so pretty. Lasts all day. It gives you like the most natural luminous finish. This also has rice bran in it, so it's nice and hydrating, and it just feels really good on the skin. I've also worn this in the summertime, and it lasts all day. It's not like an oily kind of foundation at all. Like, it's really beautiful. And I'm going to use the Remix Complexion Sponge from Haley's, which is an Exact Beauty Blender dupe. It's amazing, and it gives you that beautiful full coverage look. It doesn't absorb any of your products. It's one of my favorite sponges ever. So I'm just gonna pounce this in. See how seamless it is? I love it. And that was about a full pump. I feel like a little bit of this goes a long way too. Like, for you to get good coverage, you don't need a ton, but if you want to build it up, you totally can. Oh, so yeah, I was saying, like, it's actually really sad because where me and Hector met, like, we live in such a small town, but we met at our local mall, and our mall is actually now like a ghost town. Like, all the stores shut down. They all went like bankrupt. There's only like 2 big stores in our mall, and it's like Boscov's, which is a department store, and then Kohl's, and like that's it. Because we used to have Victoria's Secret. We don't have that anymore. We used to have a lot of really good stores, and we don't have them anymore. So it's actually like every time we go there, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so emotional, because like me and Hector met there, and now it's like, I think eventually the mall is going to shut down, which just makes me really sad. Does anybody else get sad over stuff like that? Because I do. I just think about like all the stores and all the memories, because I used to go to the mall with my friends all the time, like growing up when I was like 12, 13, 14 years old. Like, it was like a fun time. And now you go there and you literally feel like you're in a ghost town. Like, it's crazy. Okay, next question. What do you and your husband do for romantic time during the pandemic? So this past year is something that me and Hector, and I feel like we've always prioritized this, but like especially this past year, because you just realize like how precious life is and how short it is. I'm gonna do concealer really quick. I think I'm gonna do the Rare Beauty concealer because this is super hydrating, and then I might add a little bit of the LA Color Ultimate Cover concealer because it has a little bit more coverage. So I'm gonna do a little mixture. One of our favorite things to do is always like a little date night, and I feel like when people think date night, you think like you have to go out all the time and you have to do all these extravagant things, but it doesn't have to be going out all the time. We do like getting takeout from one of our favorite local places here where we live, and we love to do that like every weekend and have a little date sesh in the car. But if we're not doing that, we love like baking together. Like baking, the other day we baked brownies together, and it was like just something so simple, but we had fun doing it. Another thing that we like to do is like not just like baking, but like cooking together, and then we'll play like our favorite songs. I know it sounds so simple, but I feel like sometimes like us as humans, we just make everything more complicated than what it needs to be, and it doesn't have to be really big or extravagant or complicated. Sometimes less is more, and we love doing that, or like watching our favorite movies, or playing some card games, board games. Like, we started doing that more also. Always have a little date night, and it doesn't have to be something that you do for hours and hours, because I know a lot of people have kids and everything, which I totally understand. It could be, like I said, just cooking your favorite meal together, or making some dessert and just enjoying it and indulging together. I feel like that's what life's all about. So that's something that we love to do. We still do it, and it's always a good time. I definitely have some glitter on my face. Like, I see one right here. Little speck. That's the only thing I don't like about glitter. Like, no matter what, I always end up having it like on my face, and then like I'll randomly look at Hector like after I'm done like filming, and he has like glitter on his face, and I'm like, it gets everywhere. I've even seen glitter on Bernard before, like other times when I'm filming, because sometimes he's in the same room as me when I'm filming. Like, he'll be like laying down near me. He's actually not here right now. He was just here, but then he went downstairs. Next question. If there was one thing you can change in your life, what would it be? I always actually think about this, and if there was one thing that I could change, which obviously I can't change this, and you guys will see why in a minute, but I wish I had an older sibling. Obviously it's too late now, but I've always wanted an older sister. So if you have older siblings, consider yourself very lucky. Although I do love being an only child, and growing up I had a lot of friends, a lot of cousins, and I always had a good time. And I did love being an only child, but I did always wish I had an older sister, just to give me words of wisdom and give me good advice and kind of be like the guinea pig. And a lot of times I just feel like especially when I was in school and growing up, like there was just pressure on me because I was kind of like the first to do certain things. But I mean, I love it. I love having like my little cousins and stuff look up to me, but it would have been nice to have an older sister. What is the biggest misconception people have about you? Love your channel. Thank you so much. These are the two main ones that I've had, like when I was in high school and then now. So when I was in high school, the biggest misconception that people always had about me is that I thought I was better than everybody, or that I was stuck up and snobby because I was so quiet. And I'm like, girl, I am not snobby. I'm not stuck up. I'm just shy and I have social anxiety and I don't want to talk because I get really awkward talking in front of people or being in like large crowds. So that's why I was always very quiet in school. I never really spoke to people unless they spoke to me. And then now as I got older and now I do this for a living and being on the internet, the biggest misconception now is people think that I'm not proud to be Latina because I don't speak Spanish in my videos, which I think is honestly the most ridiculous thing. I speak Spanish all the time off camera to my family, to my mom. I kind of speak more Spanglish to my dad because that's what he grew up speaking to me. I love being Latina. I love my culture. Just because I don't speak Spanish on camera does not mean anything. I didn't start my channel speaking Spanish, so that's why I don't speak Spanish. I do make some Spanish videos. I've done a couple. I'm doing this cream blush, by the way, from Believe Beauty. And I loved doing that. I thought that was so much fun. Like I said, I'm fluent in Spanish. I always speak Spanish to my family. Just because I don't speak it all the time in my videos, or if I'm not speaking Spanglish in my videos, doesn't mean that I'm not proud of where I came from. I feel like a big thing is also because when I was growing up, most of the time, actually I would say probably 90% of the time, my mom always spoke to me in Spanish and my dad mostly only spoke to me in English. He threw in a little bit of Spanish in it, but he was mostly all English. So I feel like I'm either English or I'm Spanish. I don't really do a lot of Spanglish because growing up, that's not really how I was brought up. Like it was usually either one or the other. Like I would go to school, I would just speak English, and then I would come home and I would mostly speak Spanish to my mom. Like I said, a little bit of Spanglish with my dad, but not really now that I think about it. So I think that's a big reason why now, like when I started my channel, I'm like, okay, we're doing English. Plus I don't know all the terminology when it comes to like beauty and makeup with Spanish. Look at my little ponytail, you guys. It is so little. I get some bobby pins back here. This is like 4th day old straight hair. That's why it looks so stiff like that. I am in need of some TLC tonight. I'm probably gonna do a little pamper moment. My skin, my body is so dry. I have so many eczema patches and flare-ups all over my body. I need a little TLC in my life because lately, you guys, if I'm being completely honest with you, it's just been that time like when I'm just like kind of in a rut, like in a funk with like myself, and I'm like, all right, I need to get it together. I'm gonna set my makeup with, of course, the Haley's Retouch Perfecting Loose Setting Powder, my holy grail. I love this so much. And there's actually spherical powder in this powder, and that's what gives you like that really beautiful, soft kind of airbrush look. And there's also soybean oil in here as well, so it's nice and hydrating. Even though it gives you a soft matte finish, it's not drying on the skin at all. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna use some on my sponge, and I'm just gonna set right under the eyes. This is so seamless. Oh my gosh, I definitely have glitter on my face. Goodness. This powder also looks really good with like any cream product that I use underneath. It is so pretty on the skin. I love it. Every time I use it, I'm just like, yeah, why did I ever stop using this? Because I tend to like, you know, rotate throughout my products, but I always go back to this product. It's my favorite. Something that I like to do that I've been doing lately for more of a like a bright, kind of natural highlighted look is I will go in with this Bare Minerals concealer. It's kind of like a powdered concealer, which I know sounds really weird, but that is basically what it is. This one is in the shade Well Rested, and it's just basically a natural eye brightener for your under eyes. And I love this setting brush from Real Techniques, and I just apply some right under the eyes just to highlight and brighten that area. I don't do this every single day. Sometimes honestly I forget, but I like to do this especially when my dark circles are just crazy and I feel like my under eyes need a little bit more brightness. My sleep schedule is all over the place. Like I said, I need to work on myself, you guys. I need to get my life together. So I like this because it kind of makes it look like I got some good sleep even if I didn't. I like to do this over top of another powder. I never set my makeup just with this because then I feel like it doesn't look as smooth and flawless. The Haley's powder is so smoothing and it's so beautiful on the skin that I feel like this is a good topper over top of that powder. I've seen some people say that this powder will make them crease like crazy and their makeup just doesn't sit well underneath with just this powder. That's why I personally like to top it off over top of a really nice smoothing powder, and the Haley's one is like perfect for this. So this combo right here I love. Do you have a manager or do you manage yourself as a YouTuber? I actually don't have a manager. I tried it out for a little bit, but I didn't really feel like it was necessary for me. I think it just depends on who you are as a person and what maybe your goals are. There was nothing against it. She was really nice. I loved working with her, but then I just made the decision to just not continue on because I just felt like at the time it wasn't really right for me. I don't know if I'll ever have a manager or something in the future. Maybe in the future, who knows? But as of right now, I really just do everything on my own. I have an accountant. My dad helps me with some of my finances as well. But other than that, I'm pretty good right now. And somebody also asked, how do you handle your finances? Best way to save money? How do you handle your pay? I talked about this before on Instagram, like in a little Q&A that I did on there, but I'm going to use the Pixie X Promise palette. I've been really actually liking this little palette for bronzing. I love the shades. So I do my taxes quarterly. That's going to vary for everybody. And that's where my accountant comes into play. As far as other finances, I pay myself and I give myself a certain amount and basically like a salary, and I pay myself the same amount. No matter how much I make, it's always the same thing. And I feel like that always really helps me with saving and financing, and it just allows me to kind of not live beyond my means. So I really like doing that. I feel like that's something that has helped so much with like saving money and just being able to do things and have a little bit more financial freedom, is being able to pay myself a certain amount and then saving the rest. It just helps a lot. So that's what I do. Okay, these two questions kind of go hand in hand. Does Hector speak Spanish, and will your kids speak Spanish? So Hector does not speak Spanish, but he understands a lot of it. He can speak a little bit of some words, you know, a little bit, but not too much. He's trying to get more fluent in it. He's teaching himself at the moment. He has like books and stuff on it. I told him though he needs to learn, because absolutely 100% we are going to be speaking Spanish to our baby one day. My mom already said I'm going to just speak to him or her in Spanish all day, every day. So yeah, our baby will definitely know Spanish. Somebody asked, where do you want to travel to? Where have you traveled to so far? Are you traveling right now? Do you think it's safe? So I personally am not traveling right now because the places we want to go is out of the country, and I feel like it's like honestly not really safe to travel out of the country right now, at least for us. So I'm using this BH Vanilla Cream Truffle palette. But yeah, we're not really traveling. The places that we want to go to, like I said, it's all like kind of out of the country. So we still haven't gone on our honeymoon, which is not a big deal, obviously first world problems, but we're thinking Jamaica or like Turks and Caicos, somewhere in the Caribbean. So that's somewhere where we want to go. And then Hector wants to go to India. So we want to do that. I want to go to Thailand, so we want to do that. And we would love to go to Guatemala too with my mom. So there's a couple places still on our bucket list of where we want to go. But I don't know, right now everything is just kind of up in the air, like with traveling, like it's not really important or like a priority for us. So we're just really, you know, kind of just playing it by ear and just waiting to see what happens. But those are a couple places that we have on our bucket list. Okay, what's your favorite accomplishment? So I haven't shared this with you guys yet. I was gonna share it. I was kind of just waiting for like the right moment to share it. But you guys know this past fall, I bought my dad his dream Jeep that he wanted. He had an older Jeep and I upgraded it for him. Sorry, I'm trying to get this open. I can't. I bought my dad his Jeep in the fall for his birthday, and he was so excited, so surprised. It was such a special moment. And just last week I actually bought my mom a house. It was a very emotional week, and just like even talking about it, I don't want to cry or anything. I'm such a big baby with stuff, but I bought my mom a house, and I feel so, even like, it's crazy, even just saying it out loud, I feel so blessed and so grateful that I was able to do that. That was like on my bucket list for a while, and the fact that I was able to do it now, it was just so special. I'm just so grateful. Like I literally have no words. So I bought my mom her little house that she wanted. She's always wanted a ranch, and I was able to do that for her, and I'm so grateful for you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys, even my mom was saying, if it wasn't for your amazing subscribers, like this wouldn't be possible. We were having a moment. It was like very emotional last week. But yeah, if it wasn't for you guys like supporting me, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I owe it all to you guys. You guys are amazing, literally the most amazing supporters, and I couldn't ask for a better YouTube fam. So thank you guys. We appreciate you. We're so grateful, and I'm so excited for my mom. She's actually getting some new floors soon, and she's gonna get her house painted, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't need anything else other than that, and she's She's, oh my gosh, she's so excited. My mom is just, both of my parents, they're just literally the best. They've always given me everything. I mean, let me tell you, we did not come from money. My parents worked really, really hard and they struggled a lot. Whew, I do not want to start crying. Oh my goodness. But my parents worked really hard to give me everything that I've ever had growing up, and we didn't have money. It was hard, but they always found a way, and I just appreciate them so much. I owe them everything. Buying my dad a car and buying my mom a house is just like a really small way of me saying thank you, like, for everything. So yeah, I am extremely grateful, and those are definitely my two biggest accomplishments thus far in my life that I have done, and I have no words. Switching gears completely. How does your period affect you? I feel like I can't do anything from how tired, painful it is. So I agree. I was on birth control for a few years and that helped a ton. I was actually on the pill, but I got off of it 2 years ago because I just didn't want to depend on the pill for like forever. So I got off of it and my cramps were bad the first day, sometimes 2 days, they're pretty bad. It fluctuates. Some months are worse than others. It's really weird. Something that has helped me is just staying active, doing like a light workout or cleaning the house. And trust me, I have like my lazy moments where I do not feel like doing that at all. But sometimes I do like to get up and get moving because I feel like if I'm just laying there, I'm kind of thinking about the pain and it makes it worse. I've also heard that raspberry leaf tea helps a lot. I actually saw that on TikTok. I don't know how accurate that is. I'll have to try that. But they say if you drink raspberry leaf tea 3 or 4 days before you're about to get your period, it's supposed to help with cramps and like the amount of time that your period is. Again, I don't know how accurate that is, but I'm gonna try that for this month in February and I'll let you guys know. Have you tried Savage X Fenty line? Yes, actually, I love Savage X Fenty. They have really great, cute lingerie and it's not only super cute, but it's also really good quality. So I've been really impressed with the pieces that I've gotten. I'm not like an ambassador or anything like that. I do like it. I like buying lingerie for myself, honestly, because sometimes people think you have to just buy lingerie for your significant other or for your man. You could buy it for yourself and like feel good about yourself. Like there's a lot of pieces that I have that I like to wear just for myself. Would you ever do an NYC meetup if life goes back to normal? Yes, definitely. I'm actually really excited to go back to New York, hopefully. Me and Hector love New York. There's this sushi place that has vegan sushi and it's literally the best thing ever in New York. I think it's called CHIT or something. It's one of our favorite places to go. A couple of you guys gave me the idea to do like a virtual meet and greet in the meantime, maybe like Zoom, and I was thinking about that and I think that could be really cute. Maybe we could like get food together, like I could get sushi, you can get whatever you want, and we can just like have girl time, like one-on-one. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm gonna do the Colourpop lippy stick in the shade Cookie. I have 2 glosses here. This one's from Bare Minerals. It's a Gen Nude Gloss in Yes. Let's do this one. This is pretty. It's just kind of sticky. Let's set the makeup and we'll be all done. I'm gonna go back in with the COLLAB spray and we'll answer one more question and then we'll be all done with this super long video. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to know how long this is gonna be. Last question. I thought this was a good question to end off with. Have you ever felt insecure about your body? If so, any advice, you guys? Absolutely. Unfortunately, I'm always really insecure with myself, not just with my body, but with how I look. One of the biggest things I can tell you guys, if you're ever insecure about your body, let go of certain people on social media, because sometimes social media can really add to more of your insecurities, because if you're constantly looking at people who maybe don't have your body type or don't look like you, it makes you feel like you're not good enough. So remove yourself from those kind of situations and unfollow people who don't make you feel good about yourself. And that's okay to realize that. And honestly, sometimes like for me personally, I don't find motivation from looking at other women, like, you know, fitness models or anything like that. Sometimes I don't get motivated from things like that. I get motivated sometimes within myself. Like when I was at my heaviest back in college, I was 175. I lost weight and I did that because of myself. Like I motivated myself because I wasn't happy with how I looked. Basically what I'm trying to say is try not to find motivation from everything else. Like sometimes all the motivation that you need is yourself. Like I said, I need to practice this as well because I want to have a better relationship with myself and with food and fitness, and it's something that I struggle with all the time. This past year I've gained about like 10, maybe even honest at this point, close to 15 pounds versus last year, and that's why I told you guys earlier I need to work on myself. And I think just coming to the realization and like being honest with yourself is also something that's super important. And then once you do that, I feel like that's already like the first step in making a change. Also, just know that you're not alone. If you ever need to vent or talk to somebody, do it, because I'm sure that there's a lot of people in your life at the moment who feel the same way. So yeah, I thought that was a good question to end off on, just to let you guys know that you're not alone. Just because I'm on YouTube doesn't mean that I don't get insecure, that I don't have my own body image issues. Like, it happens. You're not alone. I have roles. We all have roles, right? Most of us. And that's okay. Like, we're all human. So we officially made it to the end of the video. I know it was a lot, but honestly, this was probably one of my favorite videos that I filmed, because I feel like I talked about a little bit of everything, and it's just always a good time when we have girl time. We get to hang out, talk about life, and do our makeup together. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will leave all the products that I used down below, because I know I was like all over the place. And also, don't forget to check out Hailey'sBeauty.com and go check out their new Good Chemistry makeup bags and their Good Chemistry makeup duos. I know you guys will love them. Also, go show Kelly some love. You guys will love her channel. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.